Hello everyone, welcome to Elliott Wave Forex.com YouTube channel. My name is Henry. Today is Friday, May the 1st. The time is 3 a.m. GMT. So for today, we will be looking at the chart of Tesla. This is a 45 minutes chart, and this is going to continue what we've been saying since the beginning of this week. We pick a couple of different world indices as well as specific popular stocks within the US indices, and we can see right here sort of the same overall theme that we got a 5 ways up from the March low, and this is yet another one of those example here. This is Tesla. All right, we can see in this 45 minutes chart we got wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5, right? So we have a 5 ways up ending here as a wave 1, and we're gonna take a look at the larger degree and see why, and then I'll let you decide again after that what you want to think about it, right? So we have a 3, 4, and then 5 ending with 1. So this wave 1 has completed, in other words. So now we are in the wave 2 correction, right? Or whatever it is, the starting point of that wave 1. This could be a wave 1 or a wave A. The same concept we talk about in the S&P, in the DAX, in the basically all of them we talk about it this week, and also Google, Alphabet, right? Is either ending with 1 or with A if it is a 5 waves, and then the implication remains the same. If that's the case, then as far as the pullback is going to hold above that starting point of that with 1 move or with A move, then we can at least get another leg higher. So now we can see in the decline also looking pretty impulsive. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, it could be ending your with A here, and then we're going to get with B, followed by another leg lower in the wave C. Now we got two possibilities in terms of how deep the correction is going to be, and we will talk about it once we look at the larger degree. Okay, but for now, this idea here you can see is the same concept, the same theme that we've been talking about throughout the week, that there seems to be a 5 ways up from the March low, which is the low after the COVID-19 sell-off. So now let's take a look at the 4-hour Tesla. Now of course this is not a complete count. You can check out our service if you want to see a complete count in a full time frames, a full set of time frames, and we cover a lot of instrument from Forex, indices, and stocks. You can check. We have 14 days free trial, nothing to lose. The link is provided in the description of the video below. Now here, this is the COVID-19 low, and this is the all-time high in Tesla. All right, we can see, yes, it was such a huge sell-off, but look at how far it has already recovered, right? From 950 all the way to 353, right? So that's a spectacular sell-off here. And you can see from March 19 low 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You saw the 3 and 4 here in the 45 minutes. Now I'm showing you the 5 waves up from the March low, right? Very clear. It is a 5 waves, right? It is a 5 waves. Textbook 5 waves with extension in the wave 3, right? With divergence, momentum divergence in the wave 5 is a textbook a 5 waves, right? Now of course, when you do have a 5 waves like that, you want to think about what other options do I have? What can I count? How should I be able to have an alternate count? Now one of the things that people always asking is can it be a flat? But I give you more than what 3, 4 indices stocks, all of them showing 5 ways from March low. So do you really want to call it a flat because you have a bearish bias? And look at Tesla here. How are we going to call it a flat? There's no possibility we can call this 5 waves as a wave C of some sort of an expanded flat. Expanded flat from where, right? It's not possible. Now this, I cannot say this is ABC flat like this, for example. That would have been absurd, right? and I cannot call, for example, ABC like this. It's not possible. There is no expanded flat in which the B moves so much more than the starting point of the A like this. So that is not really the correct count, right? So then you basically we are left with two possibilities, right? So if we do agree that this is a 5 waves, we only have two possibilities left. Either this is with 1 or this is with A. That's the only possibility. Now both of them imply that we're gonna have more upside as long as we stay above March 19 low, because we're gonna have either with C or with 3, which is eventually gonna break above this high again as long as we stay above here, right? But that's the only possible options left for now, the likeliest outcome, in which, okay, as long as the pullback stays above here, we should be getting at least another push to the upside. Now, if we take a look here, this is the all-time high in Tesla, and the first 5 waves is already almost breaking that high. Now, if this is an ABC, now think about it this way: is it more likely to be a 1 or is it more likely to be an A? Right? If you look at the retracement here, this is already it's already more like 80%, 90% retracement right now, right? It's already 80, 90% retracement. So is it more likely to be a wave 1 or is it more likely to be a wave A? Because the thing is, even if you call it as a wave A, look at this. Okay, let's assume this is gonna be correcting in now we are calling this ABC double zigzag, but in reality it could have been just an ABC finish, right? In other words, I can upgrade the degree here, and that's it. So we can only get a simple ABC. I just upgrade the degree here, and then it could be done. So it doesn't have to be doing a double zigzag. It could be just one zigzag and done as a correction. And in fact, this is not entirely impossible, because these 3 waves is going to go back to the previous wave 4 of the lesser degree, which is typically how the ABC correction usually plays out, going back to at least the previous wave 4. So this could be happening like this, and then starts to go higher again. Now think about it: if this is a wave B, the wave C, if the wave C is going to be equal to the wave A, this is going to break this. Alright, it's going to break this, because look at the size of the A. Even if you are, okay, let me count as an ABC, the C is going to have to break above here if you assume equality, right? Otherwise, you have to assume the C is going to truncate like this, which is, again, why do we assume something like that? Because of our bearish bias, for example. There's no point, right? There is no point. So for me, when I look at this, okay, this is the size of the A or the size of the 1, I would have to say that, okay, this is actually more likely to be a 1, unless the market proves me otherwise. This is more likely to be a 1, because even if it is the C, it's going to break the all-time high. It's going to make another all-time high. So this is more likely to be a 1, and this is the pullback is going to be a 2. Now the pullback is really the key. It could be a zigzag, it could be a double zigzag. Well, that's the degree of the correction can always can always adjust and so on. But as far as we stay above March 19 low, we could potentially see another leg higher and make another all-time high here. Now if you are familiar with more like a traditional Fibonacci retracement, for example, you can just simply measure retracement here, and so we're gonna get this correction. So typically people would think that, okay, possibly can go back to the 50%, 61.8% retracement here. The previous wave 4 in the lesser degree is 38.2. So that's why either we have only an ABC and then extend higher, or the ABC is going to be in the first leg of a double zigzag. So that ABC is going to end with W. We're going to bounce and then do another zigzag, a 7 swing before ending this wave 2 right here. Okay, so hope you enjoyed the video. And please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you all again next week. Have a nice day, everyone.